It's 7:15 in the morning, and you are standing in line at the coffee shop with your phone already unlocked to pay. The barista knows your order before you say it. $7. You don't think about it. Nobody thinks about it. $7 is the price of starting the day feeling like yourself. You carry the cup to your car, the steam fogging the windshield for a second before it clears. By noon, the cup is empty and forgotten in the cup holder. By tomorrow, you will not remember drinking it at all. That is the entire point of $7. It is the exact amount that vanishes without leaving a mark. Now hold that $7 in your mind, because this is a story about the same $7 every single morning for 40 years, and about the two different people it quietly decides you will become. You are 24. It's the next morning. Same line, same barista. This time you don't step forward. You stand there for a second, feel a little ridiculous, and walk out the door with nothing in your hand. You sit in your car and open an app you downloaded the night before. You move $7 into an index fund. The whole market, one tap, no opinion required. The balance says $7. It looks like a joke. It looks like a kid's piggy bank pretending to be an investment account. You feel slightly foolish, like a man watering a patch of dirt and calling it a garden. There is no steam, no smell, no small comfort to hold on to. There is just $7 sitting inside something that owns a piece of nearly every major company on Earth. You do it again the next morning, and the one after that. You automate it so you never have to feel the decision. So the $7 disappears before you can spend it on something with a lid and a sleeve. About $210 a month leaves your account towards something you'll never taste. You barely notice it's gone. That was always the strange part about the $7. It vanished either way. You just changed where it went. 1 year later, you're 25. A coworker asks how much you've made off that little app. You check, $2,600. You put in about $2,520 of it yourself. The market quietly added the rest while you were asleep. $85, a number small enough to be a punchline. He laughs when you tell him, not unkindly, just honestly. $85 in a year? I spend that at brunch. He's not wrong. He gets the large latte with the extra shot, the pastry that comes with it, a second coffee run when the afternoon drags. Somewhere around $7 a day too, scattered across 100 small comforts he'll forget by dinner. You say nothing. You close your laptop. The difference between the two of you this year is $85 and a habit no one can see. The $85 was never the point. The habit was. 5 years in, at 29, you do the math one evening almost by accident. $15,400 in the account. You put in about $12,600 of it. The rest simply appeared, built quietly out of things you never drank. Every latte, every pastry, every afternoon run you didn't make since you were 24. Except instead of being rinsed down a drain, it's sitting in an account with your name on it. That same month, a friend sends you a screenshot. Some coin, some ticker you've never heard of, up 300% in a week. He's put $3,000 into it. He tells you your boring little fund makes in a year what his thing makes before lunch. He's right about the speed. He's wrong about the direction. You've seen this shape before. Behind a counter, under a lid, in a paper cup that costs more than it's worth. The promise that a small amount turns into a large one instantly, with no time required in between. You've learned that promise has a name, and the name is marketing. You tell him you'll pass. He laughs and buys more. 4 months later, the coin is down 85%, and he stops bringing it up. You keep doing the single most boring thing a person can do with money. You keep showing up early and getting rich slowly. 10 years pass. Then the year turns ugly. The whole market drops. The news uses the word crash like it's the only word left. Your account, which had grown to around $38,400 on roughly $25,200 of your own money, falls by a third in a matter of weeks. More than you made at your job that entire year, gone on paper in a season. A friend who sold everything at the bottom tells you he saw it coming, that he's safe in cash now. You don't sell. It's quieter than a decision, really. You just stop opening the app. You let the number sit there and keep sending your $210 out the door every month, buying the same fund while it's cheaper than it's been in years. You're not brave. You're just tired enough to do nothing. And doing nothing turns out to be the rarest skill in personal finance. By the time everyone agrees it's safe to come back, your boring habit already bought the bottom nobody could see coming. 20 years now. Something strange becomes true for the first time. The money the market hands you in a good year starts to rival what you put in yourself. Your account, sitting near $123,700 on about $50,400 contributed, has quietly taken on a second job you never assigned it. That summer, at a reunion, someone pulls into the parking lot in a car worth more than you make in a year. Someone else won't stop talking about a watch. You drive the same paid-off sedan you've had for 9 years. The one that owes nobody anything. Your old coworker is there too. The one who laughed at your $85. He still does the large latte, still does the afternoon run. He asks, half joking, if you're still messing around with that little app. You tell him you stuck with it. He asks how much is in there now. You tell him. The table goes quiet in a way you didn't ask for. You change the subject. The $7 was never loud. It was the one thing in the room that never needed to be. By your 30th year of this, the headlines start sounding personal. They run stories about how most people your age have almost nothing saved, how retirement is slipping further out of reach every year. You are an ordinary earner, same job type as the people in those headlines. Same rent, same traffic, same tired Mondays. The only thing you did differently was skip a paper cup, quietly, almost every morning for 30 years, and let the difference sit somewhere it could grow. Your balance has crossed $313,000 now, built on about $75,600 of your own money. Your friends talk about retirement like a cliff they're being pushed toward. You talk about it like weather, something that arrives whether you worry about it or not. You don't say that part out loud either. By now you understand. The number is loudest exactly when it stays silent. 40 years from the morning you didn't buy the coffee. You're 64, and the balance reads $733,000. Sit with the breakdown because it's the entire story in 3 numbers. Of that $733,000, the amount you actually put in, $7 a day, almost every single day for 4 decades, comes to about $100,800. The other $632,000 is growth, money you never earned an hour for, never watched leave, and never watched arrive. You didn't get lucky. You didn't tick a winner. You didn't time a single thing. You skipped one paper cup roughly 14,600 times in a row and let the smallest possible amount sit in the most boring possible place for the longest possible time. That's the whole mechanism. There is no second secret. There is no faster version of the $632,000. The slowness was the price, and almost nobody is willing to pay a bill that takes 40 years to clear. Your old coworker retires the same year you do. Same job, same salary the whole way through. Good guy, never missed a day. He spent his $7 a day on 1,000 small mornings that felt good in the moment, and that he can't name a single one of now. Over 40 years, his version of the $7 also added up to about $100,800. The exact same money. He drank it, cup by cup, and it's gone. You and he stood in line at the same coffee shop on the same mornings for 4 decades. He has a lifetime of good mornings and a modest pension. You have most of those same mornings too. And also $733,000 sitting quietly behind your life like a second income that's been working the whole time nobody was watching. Nobody can point to the exact day the two of you split apart. There wasn't one. There were just 2 different answers to the same small question, asked again every single morning, until the answers stopped being choices and quietly became 2 different lives. Somewhere right now, it's 7:15 in the morning, and someone is standing in line at a coffee shop with their phone already unlocked to pay. They are not doing anything wrong. $7 is nothing. That has always been the trap in the door at the exact same time. The $7 is too small to matter, which is exactly why almost no one keeps it, and exactly why it quietly decides everything for the few who do. You were never going to feel the $7 either way. You only ever got to choose what it was quietly turning you into while you weren't paying attention.